start with your feet. If your feet are close together, no balance at all. Or if your feet are like this, no balance at all. So you have to find some kind of sweet spot so you have balance in your body. So you could dance or you could box or so. Now you're starting to be relaxed. Sitting like this, not good. Now if you feel like a puppet on a string, and suddenly everything will come relaxed. So some people have a tendency to be like this. Now I'm exaggerating, but if you and what happens? The jaw drops. Looks silly, yeah, but we will alter that later by taking the harmonica into the mouth, not looking that silly. So, everybody got a C harmonica? Is there anybody who doesn't got a harmonica?
I suppose if you don't.
I have brought from Sweden a blue and yellow Kona Happy color harmonica that I'm willing to donate to anybody who wants to participate and don't have a harmonica. Okay?
Yeah, this is it. Just got one.
Harmonicas found. Okay? Now I will present a different grip compared to what you normally do, because I'm just focusing in getting lots of harmonica into the mouth. So I'm using it in my right hand. So hole number 1 is here, and hole number 10 is here. So, like a pen. Okay? And then, can I please have some more gain on the microphone? There is no sound man? No? Okay. Then I speak louder. If you have the elbow as a hinge, you just fold it up, dropping your jaw, moving the harmonica to the mouth, and then you inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. And now we do it twice as complicated. 2 inhales. 1 breath, but just and please continue, no matter what I do. Thank you. Now we have played together. Think if this was the first time you hold a harmonica. We're playing real music now after 5 minutes. Kim talked about learning from frustration. And this, my method is instant positive feedback. And I have developed a most bang for the buck course to get you aware of these things. Okay? And now you can be seated again, if you want to. But how do you make the harmonica sound big? Okay? First you have to have an open airflow. If you were to inhale very quickly, what happens with the tongue? Inhale. The tongue goes back. constricting the airflow, thus making it smaller and tighter, so not Joe Felisko talks about the gag reflex. So, if you were to think about when you are playing an inhale chord, you think that you were to drink a cup of coffee, really hot, or tea in England, putting the tongue like. You can actually check that the tongue is down if you put your index finger. Don't throw up, please. So, it shouldn't be wet. Then you have an open cavity and free flow. I think regarding the mouth or the flow, this is a part of the garden hose. If I tense up, it doesn't sound like a scuba diver. So this, I have only 3 plastic tubes. So if anybody wants to take one home or just have a go or whatever, they are here. So, but otherwise you can take a plastic tube, whatever, and just cut it. The bigger that it is, it's even better. Okay. But now we have opened this, but we have to open. If I were to strain my neck, I would be sounding like this, really, really tense. And it's the same with the harmonica. You have to open up here. And how can I describe how you should feel or think inside your throat? There are some lucky persons here with a cold beer. If you were to... Where's my bottle? Warm water, but it will... If you relax, hold your breath, take a tiny sip, and then slightly tilt your head backwards. And then feel the liquid, what happens, and suddenly it disappears. It may take a couple of trials to get this, or you can do it in the bar later. But then I won't be able to tilt my head backwards due to my injury. So if you just hold your breath, because if you're not holding your breath, you can get it into your lungs. Important. So. Then if the water is ice cold, you should be able to feel the point here. So you should aim your airflow, opening up the throat. Okay? Now we're going down from the throat. I talk about inhaling and exhaling, not blowing or drawing. And I think that is an important thing that you should be aware of it. It's not, oh, sorry. Or, the harmonica is a breathing instrument. You don't blow and you don't suck, because then you suck. Okay? And inhaling is you start to inflate the cell. And exhaling is deflating. And there are different muscles working when you are doing the inhale compared to the exhale. Here is an Hoberman sphere that I borrowed from Richard. And you start with the lungs that are a little bit filled, and then you inhale to the maximum. It's really hard, and then then you press up. Everything is up. The body really doesn't want to have this. And what happens? Sucks in air immediately, and then you can. So it's like the bellow of an accordion. So you are the bellow in your stomach, and the accordion has got an air valve, that is your nose, so you can get rid of air really quick. Are these markers or no?
They might be wet white markers.
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
the black is not my favorite. Okay, let's see if this. Okay, that was black also. Try white.
Black.
We'll see what happens.
Hobson's choice.
Here is the model of the lungs. When they are full, and when you are relaxed, they are half full approximately. And when you are empty, you are empty. Okay? So normal breathing is like you inflate, and then you relax. That is shallow breathing actually. You're not using the lower region, you're not using the diaphragm. So if you were to use everything, you would have to, and then to be able to get to zero, you should have to press. And if you do this, you start from zero, and then you press, and then you just relax. See what happens. You exhale, hold, and then you relax. The air fills up immediately. So if you are here, going there, you go instantly, you're going up. And this is another of the things that is very important to be aware of, that the body doesn't want you to be out of air. It wants you to be in a relaxed mode. So if you were to play a long inhaling note, if you start here, when I'm relaxed, full. But if I were to and hold, and then full. So being able to control your breathing and your body reflexes is very, very important. Because most of the blues is played on inhaling. So, but how do we control this area which is very uneasy? Because the body wants to suck in air immediately, either through your nose or your mouth. So this is something that you have to be conscious about. This is not what happens automatically. And that's why people have problems inhaling, they think, because they are not emptying first. Then you can do a long inhaling. Just using the whole bellow and not only the shallow upper breathing. So this is a very important insight for harmonica players, but also it makes you ventilate everything. and not using the yeah. And how do we exercise this? I think it's about like you are here, and you start to inhale a little bit, and then you exhale. A little bit, because then you have a long distance between the panic areas, which is the full one, or the totally empty one. It's like doing laps in a swimming pool and not being aware how you should turn. It's easier to turn in the middle of the pool. You don't get your head knocked onto the tiles. So now you know how to turn around. Then you do a bigger lap. And a really close lap. And suddenly we are very close to the coherent breathing. But now you know how the physics works. So if you take your harmonica, you start doing some laps. So we should be relaxed. Put the harmonica into your mouth, and then we inhale. And inhale. You can do a little bit bigger laps. Even bigger. Okay. But if we were really to push it, we start here, exhaling to this point, and then start to play an inhaling chord. But the body wants the breathing to start really, really fast. So you have to be aware of that, because if you are doing without thinking, exhaling, and then that is not a clean, good sounding chord. So you have to. So if you hear that, you have to train how to. It's like if you're going to start a car uphill with a manual gearbox, with a clutch and a gas pedal. You have to really compensate and be aware. It's the same with your breathing, and don't gasp with your nose or mouth. Slowly release the tension. So if we exhale, put the harmonica in the mouth, and then we start to inhale slowly. Really, really good. And if you do if you empty first, hold, inhale, hold, inhale, exhale, we're doing a square breathing, like David talked about. So we're talking about the same thing, but in a different way. I'm talking a little bit more about the mechanics, so you don't, so you know that the body sometimes works against you. So don't. So you can just do a quick square breathing with the harmonica. Start to exhale. This is the starting point. Now we're holding, and now we're inhaling. And now we're holding. And now we're exhaling. And now we're holding. And now we are inhaling. This is square breathing, but for me it's a little bit square. Pun intended. But I feel it more like a wave coming in, going out, coming in, going out. So it's like. I can continue with this and you will be falling asleep after a while. And this is a very good mindfulness exercise. I've had a clinical psychologist as a student, and according to him this is a really good instrument, pun intended again, to do mindful exercises. But are we using everything we can regarding the breathing? To be relaxed again, not tensing the knees. That I talked about inflating. You're not just inflating in one direction with the stomach. You're inflating in every direction. Sideways also. Also most important, downwards. Now we do another exercise. Maybe it's easier if you stand up, please. And if you don't want to stand up, you can be seated. Now we start to exhale. As much as you can and hold. And then you squeeze your buttocks. What happens? A little bit air more than before comes out. Yeah. And now, holding your buttocks, inhaling. And full. Still the tension in the buttocks. And then you release it. You can get in more air. What happened? Your muscles here in the lower pelvic region, they tense and they open up. So you actually got a pump down there. So I've been teaching you know how to breathe from mouth to arse. But this thing is really important if you have issues with your, especially exhaling. I have a student who's got asthma, and when he's doing more air comes out. So this is a really powerful tool that is often forgotten. So you can boost your breathing by using your buttocks, or for those who are familiar with vocals, it's the same the muscle that you use for your vocal support. But it's too difficult to go into the vocal support with a class like this. So I'm using the arse breather, am I? So. And another exercise to make you aware of controlling these things are if you breathe, if you exhale totally, and then you hold, and then you inhale a tiny bit and hold, and then you exhale again. So you're breathing in the lower region. Then you really have to fight the body. Squeeze out, yeah. And then you inhale a little bit. And not with your nose. And then you hold. And then you squeeze again. Then you hold. This isn't pleasant. And then you inhale a little bit. Now you exhale. What I've just described is backwards breathing. Hardcore breath control. To really make you aware of using the lower range of your lungs. This is extremely demanding for the mind and the body. So it can be used as also as a mindful exercise. But now we're going back to playing again. Yeah! You are standing, that's good. You are obedient audience. Thank you. Karma, instant karma. Sorry?
Let me get that out of it.
Yeah. So, Viking style coming in and making a mess.
Everything.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now we're going back to the chord rhythm. As I said, that is hardcore backup. So but you can also move when you are playing this. You could do. If you have problem moving, you can just think the movement, or just move a tiny, tiny bit. So, what I'm doing, I'm shifting my whole weight from one leg to another. This is physiotherapy, moving your weight from one leg to another. Training your balance also. Okay. Now let's do with music. And my workshop today is a little bit a mixture of a lecture and a workshop. So you have to, sometimes I go a little bit theoretical, but the objective is to play music really, really, really fast. Hearing a blues shuffle. We're starting from the top. On inhale, 2 inhales and 2 exhales. So it's 1, 2, 3. the thing that you learned after 5 minutes. If we had to skip the theoretical part, we would have done this. Oh wow, we can play with music, yeah! 5 minutes, yeah! Instant reward. And also, I have this with breathing chords. They should be clear and not distorted, because then, if they are, you are constricting yourself with them. So the clean, undistorted chord is an acoustic receipt that you're playing the harmonica well. So I'm talking about physiotherapy here. No, it's hardcore harmonica playing. The side effect is physiotherapy-like. So it's the same thing with running is good, yeah, boring. Playing football is nice. So this is like playing football. And I have another breathing pattern that will show you how to make music with just using chords. And for those who want to sit, please be seated. You are almost as obedient as my dog. It's either or. It's either if you want to sit, that's good. If you want to stand up, but if you stand up, you have no pressure on the lungs. If I were to play like this, oh, not so funny. Oh. Again, posture. Posture, 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 posture. I have this rhythmical pattern. It's inhaling. Please join me. And now you continue. Somebody wants to play fill, please do. Yeah. Thank you. Now we have been jamming and getting a groove going that you can dance to, or at least I tried. You can move, and you can breathe, and you can improvise. So this breathing pattern, I went to the Netherlands a couple of years ago to watch a COPD group, and I thought, when is the ambulance coming? And after a while, we played this rhythm. And I was really, so breathing. So you can make music really, really, really fast with this. And the chords are the really important things to make it sound big. A single hole, chord. Okay, this was the breathing mechanism, but to be able to use the whole, make the harmonica sound bigger, we use the tongue also. The tongue is like the left hand for the piano player. So, can everybody do like this? The tongue out, stick out, and then you can wobble it. And on and off. Now, that is the first step of tongue blocking. Tongue blocking is a way of both playing a single hole, but also to make effects on the harmonica. Now we focus on the wobble again, and then you put the lower mid part of the harmonica into your mouth. You don't have to focus on a single hole. This is just my easiest way to get you aware about what the tongue can do. If you just put the harmonica in your mouth, so then you inhale and do. And now you exhale. Inhale. That's a sound. That's a sound. And now we can do on and off. Inhaling first. Also sound, a chorded effect. Then you can do kind of spitting. If you have your index finger on your mouth, you can do. The tongue is touching the index finger. I'm doing 2 inhales and 2 exhales. Getting.
Is your tongue touching your finger on the inhale?
Both. It looks like this. This device is a tongue block trainer made by Joe Felisko. So with this device and a mirror, you can see what your tongue is doing. And you don't have to buy a fancy one. You can make one yourself. This is a little bit of plastics that I have used. The pair of tongs that you use to make holes in your belt. And this little thing is extremely helpful to make you aware of what the tongue is doing. It's not like watching a piano player. Oh, you can see his fingers, but now you have to watch my tongue. And if I play the harmonica, you can't see my tongue, but can we try to do the spitting in the harmonica, please? we start on the inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called ghost chording, and Little Walter's used quite a lot of this. Could be the feel of a snare. You can also articulate with the tongue, saying ta, ka, inhaling, and ta, ka, exhaling. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta. We can start On the inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we have started to do something different, because when we started we just did no articulating. I can't say the word. I can't articulate the word articulation. So we can control different areas of the tongue and the mouth, but we can also do the articulation from the throat. If you do like the monkey sound. Sound like a real football supporter. No, but when I do this, I go. Or okay, start again from on the inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these sounds and all these are different articulation. You speak through the harmonica. And actually, if you have difficulties with swallowing or articulation, you can exercise with this. I have had a medical doctor who is a speech therapist, yeah, thank you. And he said that this is, wow. Only a medical instrument by doing standard harmonica techniques. Okay? Let's experience with a band again.
Quiet, isn't it?
This is the breathing pattern for a 12-bar blues. This is 1 bar, inhaling, another inhaling, another inhaling, another inhaling, and then you go to exhaling, etc. And why? That's another lesson. And you start here on lots of inhaling. What should we do before we start exhaling? I heard. Excellent. Yeah? Fully. Yeah? And then hold, not gasping, because then you. So now we're using the breathing mechanics to be a little bit aware when we are playing. Otherwise it's just feel, okay, problem. So being aware of how the breathing works is very, very important for the playing. The band again. We can do a chordal effect. And we just proceed throughout the progression and see how it sounds. will not go through every of the chordal effects now because we have to move on, but just to get a feel. Sideways, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry, I was tricked. Now we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Stopping a little bit early. So now you're playing hardcore backup blues. But it's difficult because you have to be aware of the breathing. So it's, even though it seems easy, it's quite difficult to do this. So it demands a lot of your brain and your muscles working together. And it was really good that somebody said that we should exhale before we started to inhale. That is one key insight. Extremely important. Try not to destroy everything one more time. Okay. Playing a single hole with your tongue. You take your tongue. 5 minutes more. Okay, good. Stick your tongue up and to the left. And then you have a gap here. And with that you can inhale and exhale. So you can do like hell, and then release. Hell, 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 hell. And what you are doing now is a Foxchase breathing, very similar to what Kim has talked about. And you should, when you're exhaling, you should do it through your nose and press from the lower pelvic. And if you do this, you won't get dizzy. Because if you're just using the shallow breathing, you do hyperventilating really fast. So you can use the arse breathing. I know that I'm running out of time soon, but please continue. I did now, using the tongue blocking, playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star over your backup, which is the fox chase. So, by playing a simple melody that I don't have time to go through now, but play the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh. Now I'm not focused. Sorry. Yeah. When you can play a simple melody with your tongue, blocking one hole, leaving one hole, you can fiddle around and shifting between inhale and exhale, so you can play a little melody. What I did now, I used my tongue for doing percussive effects and also playing two holes at the same time. So using the tongue blocking method, that is really, really good. And if you reverse the breathing, using the same holes that you did for the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you can play 4-hole draw. Does that sound like the blues? You can sound, by just playing one hole, you can play a real blues song. And if you combine that with a train backup that you, I'm soon ready. You do the train. So, and combining this with the melody. So my most bang for the buck course is to play melodies, backups, and really, really fast. So you can go to a jam, playing with G-tune, with good tone, and with rhythm, and have fun. And if there are any questions, or anybody wants a personal, little bit of help or feedback with their posture or something like that, I'm here. But I'm willing to share everything, all my secrets. And if there are any who is interested in doing research or whatever, I'm more than interested. Thank you.